Well, speaking of getting that in there, welcome to the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. Over here is Mr. W2. How do you do?
Doing good. And how about you?
Doing all right. Did a little bit of bottle hunting. Right. I was at Hy-Vee anyway. So, I always find myself over in the liquor department. And
how does that happen?
I stopped by the, their registers, and they've got like a little shelf over here. And
right.
That's their, allocated stuff, if you can call that allocated. And so I go over there and I'm looking through stuff because about once every 3-4 weeks they'll have something new, and I'm like, okay, what do you got this time? And so I finally saw one place, Hy-Vee in Raytona Beach. They had the Elijah Craig toasted barrel and that what was it? Was it single barrel?
No, the
barrel strength.
The barrel strength,
and we tried that with your sister Faith and her husband Tim, Timothy.
Yep.
And Faith C. Does she have a nickname? Does she have a childhood nickname?
Face.
Why would you call her Face?
Ask her.
We're gonna have to. And you guys are gonna be able to see what they look like. You've heard them twice now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the Friendsgiving.
3 times now.
3 times now.
We had them on for the Tennessee.
Yeah, they were part of that.
On,
okay, yeah. So they were part of the Tennessee.
Maybe. I'm old.
Probably.
Whiskey. Stupid
whiskey that we haven't even had yet. But yeah, we. I think you're right. We did have them on for the Tennessee. Do we have that bottle back here?
Oh no, it's long gone.
Long gone.
It's an empty up there somewhere.
It's in. If you want to know what it looks like, go to savortheburn.com and check in the liquor cabinet.
It's
You'll find
on
it in there in bourbons.
Yeah.
In the bourbon section.
And bourbons.
So we Tennessee bourbon wiki.
Kentucky, Tennessee bourbon.
Anywho, there was that one. There was the Thanksgiving. And then the Elijah Craig. Yeah, and then the Elijah Craig. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which we did the barrel strength, the original, and the toasted. Yep. And for me, the toasted won the night.
That's a good
But
pour.
all 3 were amazing.
Yeah.
All 3 were as good as can be.
We did the C9 2023 batch. C9 2022 batch. And that was phenomenal. And so this one that you picked up for me is the A1 24.
A1 24,
so it's the one that just came out.
Yeah, and you called it, like, as I was taking a picture of it, you said it's probably the A1 24. I'm like, this motherfucker. Yeah, we didn't mean to be those people, but I think we turned out to be those people. What was that sound?
Oh, that was Tim saying that they're ready.
Oh.
I guess we should call them.
Yeah. He's going to call. You guys get ready. We're about to start Savor the Burn with Tim and Faith. We're going to find that out here in a little bit. But we're doing blind tastings. They sent us some samples of some, how did she put it?
They're Kentucky straight bourbons aged in honey barrels.
Honey barrels. Yeah, maybe we can get into just what is a honey barrel.
Yeah.
And they can tell us about it. And you guys get to look them right in the eyes.
Well, we'll be right back. We're going to give them a quick call.
Yeah.
Cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Well, what? Are the 2 of you ready to go?
We're ready.
All right, Mr.
Kick us off.
Huh? Kick us off. Well, welcome back to the Savor the Burn podcast. As you can see, joining us now is Tim and Faith. Hello, those are the faces to the voices you've heard.
Live from Knox Vegas.
That's right.
Live from Knox Vegas.
It is us.
Yes, this is Timothy and Face. We don't know where, I don't know where the nickname Face came from. Maybe she'll tell us later on. Maybe she won't. I don't know. I have my doubts because she's already.
I don't know that I have a story for that. I don't know. It just was a thing at one point.
Who was it that started calling you that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I asked him to ask you because I actually had no idea, other than the fact that it was written on your door at Mom's house.
It was. I had it painted really big on my door,
Face.
and I
Face's room.
Wow.
I don't know. My brain doesn't work, and I have no recollection of where that originated from. I don't know.
I think it was a cousin that, a young cousin that couldn't quite pronounce
Maybe.
faith.
Okay.
Maybe.
It said face.
And then they painted it? They painted your door?
No, I painted it.
You painted?
She painted face with a smiley face.
So now that we're all thoroughly confused, welcome back to the Savor the Burn podcast. And like we said before, we went on a little break here to get the, Mr. Technology Fingers over here got us all straightened out. We were talking about these blind tasting bottles that were sent to us. And the only kind of info that we were given on them was what? What happened?
I think you mixed yours up.
No, I didn't.
Well, this is 6. That's 5. Oh, nope.
Good.
I'd say stupid whiskey, but
We haven't started yet. And we said stupid whiskey like 6 times
we're
already.
good.
So,
We're
yeah,
good.
We're doing great. Woo, this is great. So we have
Drink. Woo!
we have 3 mystery whiskeys, mystery wikis
Yes.
tonight, and the only information we were given is that they were what, straight
Kentucky bourbons,
Yes.
finished or aged in honey barrels.
Same, finished in a honey barrel.
Finished in honey barrels.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they are bourbons, which
Yes.
means that they started off in a new charred oak barrel, and
Yes.
then
Yes.
they were then at some point in their life transferred to a honey barrel.
Correct.
Yeah, so kind of what happens, since you have to have that new oak barrel each time, there's a lot of oak barrels that have been used once.
Right.
And everybody's trying to figure out, what do we do with these once used oak barrels? So the local apiaries come over and they say, hey, we'd like to age our honey in it. Or maybe a maple producer says, hey, we'd like to age our syrup in it.
That sounds glorious.
Yeah. So the barrel goes to the honey manufacturer. They dump their honey in there. They rotate that barrel, a month, 2, 3 months, whatever they want to do to extract that devil's cut, get a little bit of that bourbon flavor in there. Then they send those barrels back to the distillery.
Devil's cut.
Yeah. And that distillery then puts
Sorry, I have to talk about
the
Jim
bourbon
Beam
back
in every
in.
episode.
Yeah.
We're not even 10 minutes in, and
I know.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
with the Jim Beam. Always.
Anyway, as you were saying.
No, so then the distillery gets the barrel back, and it's a wet barrel. They haven't rinsed them out or whatever,
Still
so
have
there's
honey in it.
still honey in there. Still could be bourbon from the first time around. Little chunks of char floating around in there. So
That's probably why
it's
this one's
interesting though,
got a
because
little bit of cloud on it.
Yeah.
One of them's cloudy. On his, it's not cloudy, so I got the good
yeah.
stuff.
Apparently, I didn't shake it.
I was going to say,
Before I
I
pour-
should have told you to maybe give it a little
Yeah.
swirl first. But
there was one that definitely got more honey on it.
Okay.
yeah.
Because my palate might be different than yours now.
Well,
Yeah.
Jonathan, this blind is for you, my friend,
All right.
because you are a lover of honey.
Yes.
And we thought it'd be fun just to.
Yeah, we were talking
Use
about this before we even introed that we're really looking forward to this because we haven't done a blind ever.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah. Well,
Not on the podcast anyway.
Katie's been talking about getting involved and helping us do a blind, but we haven't gotten around to doing it.
Yeah.
Grabbing like 3 or 4 random bottles from the collection and
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Motor mouth,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about it. But
I think in order for that to work, kind of like what we have here, there has to be some kind of parameters because if one's a
Yeah.
rye and one's a bourbon and
Sure.
one's a
Totally.
Scotch, we should be able to figure that level out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe do a blind rye or a blind
Right.
Yes.
bourbon
Right.
blind Irish whiskey.
Right.
or a blind Irish whiskey. Ooh, that would be a good
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah.
That'd be a really good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so these are all Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys finished in honey barrels. There are some proof differences between the
Yeah.
three,
Okay,
though.
okay.
And there's a little age difference between the three, but yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on all 3 of these. And I think it's kind of fun. So the fun part about doing a blind is you don't have the bottle, you don't have the name, you don't have the age statement, you don't have the price to kind of sway you a little.
And for me, it was kind of weird because I felt like I got to be doing my homework. I got to be looking it up. I got to be pulling what are the notes on this? What's the distiller, their story? What are they about or whatever? And
on this one, all that homework's over there in those envelopes.
So we have no iPad. We're flying. We're flying blind.
Blind taste. Blind.
Make it super simple. Just go with your senses.
Yeah, we'll use the KISS principle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're envelopes, depending on how some people say envelopes. Some people say envelopes.
I got my coffee beans.
Yeah.
We have
behind you.
Oyster crackers.
I saw them over there. Oh, they're right there.
Oyster crackers. Did he tell you about the oyster crackers at Ben Holiday Distillery?
Oh, I did not.
You have your own.
Party foul.
Oh man.
Yeah, those were good oyster crackers. I'd never had oyster crackers that were like, damn, those are good.
They were big too.
Yeah. So we got the idea when we did the tour at Four Roses.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's what started it for us. And now every time we do like tastings at home, we always have little oyster crackers because it's a nice like palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Tiny crackers.
But then rate them what you think first, second, third, and then we'll reveal.
It's going to be a quick rating.
Yeah, quick, on the fly.
Are these available only in your area? Are these
at least we've seen them Kentucky, Tennessee, and Georgia. I haven't looked other places.
That was another reason why we picked these because I don't think these are anything that you can get in your area.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just gonna have to get into it.
Let's
do it.
So this is X.
Start with X.
We'll start with X.
All right. Start with X.
Oh.
And you guys are sipping with us. I like it.
We are, yeah.
Well, it's definitely honey forward on the nose. Not a lot of proof. What would you think? Maybe 80?
No.
I don't want to get too many notes because I know what it is.
Yeah, it's just straight honey. It's like mead.
I'm thinking we're right at 90.
It's like a heavy.
But yeah,
mead.
that's heavy on the honey. Light oak, some caramel.
Caramel definitely. Yeah.
I'm definitely getting some stone fruit. Not an apple, but something. Maybe an apricot.
You don't think apple?
Maybe like.
I think some apricot in that too. But I think I agree with Jonathan. It's definitely mead. It smells like a mead.
Caramel, honey, apricot, mead. What else did you say? Just some kind of stone fruit?
Yeah.
Very good. I'll leave it uncapped. Legs are good. All right, so we'll go up here to...
And a good color. All three of these have great color.
Mm-hmm.
So the second one...
Is this one a touch cloudy for you?
It is. It's a little darker.
Oh, wow. This one's way different.
That's...
So the color on this, for our samples, the color on this is the darkest color by far.
It's not quite a... Is that like grape or raisin?
Magnificent.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's something else I'm getting on the nose.
I'm calling, raisin honey, of course, but it's light honey.
Mm-hmm.
I know I say this a lot, but I want this as a candle for sure.
And this, I get the honey note, but it's a darker honey.
Yeah, it's rich.
And less,
deep,
less on the nose. Yeah.
Oh, I've moved on to 3 already. Sorry.
That's right. I was trying to get more notes on that, but on the second one, there's just not. It doesn't have typical whiskey notes on the nose, like caramel or anything like that. Here we go.
Oh, that's
They're all three very honey forward.
Yeah, definitely a honey presence. I'm getting more vanilla than caramel.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Actually, more maybe a custard, kind of a vanilla pudding.
Yeah.
Scrumptious.
Yep, vanilla pudding. Like a really faint oak.
I'm ready to drink these.
Yeah.
I'm going to say just after first nose on all of these, I think our top proof is in the middle, with our second proof being our third one, and then our lowest proof being the first one. But I think that first one is still in the 90 range.
Yeah, I forgot to guess on the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So that was nose. Do we do a quick
And
number on?
you want us? We'll wait until the end to rate, though.
Hey, whatever.
Okay.
So off the nose, do you have one that you prefer so far? Just by nose alone?
I mean, that's
1 and 3 are the standouts for me, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, almost sourdough on that second one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good note.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I think number one is my pick.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we taste number one?
Not yet.
Let's
Not
taste
yet.
it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
That one's got a little bit of proof. Not much, but it's a little bit.
Wow.
Oh, is that cinnamon or some kind of a baking spice?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the back end.
Like maybe a nutmeg?
I could pull a nutmeg off that. Yeah.
Maybe
But I'm telling you,
clove?
the honey on that nose follows all the way through.
Oh,
It
actually,
does.
the wild honey.
Yeah.
Wildflower.
Wildflower honey. Yeah. Like I know what I'm talking about, but
It came to your mind.
No, I mean, there are differences of flavors. Honey can be wildly different depending on
Said it once. I
region.
just put that on the wrong one. Nutmeg.
yeah.
Now remember, don't drink it all.
So
Save some to come back to it.
So I forget which honey it was, but we tried a honeycomb that was a orange blossom honeycomb. That's what that reminds me of. An orange blossom honey.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Moving on to number 2.
You ready for 2?
Whoa.
Are we going too fast?
God bless America.
Let's do it.
It sounds like candy. It's like a
Right.
bit of honey. Did you used to eat bit of honeys?
Oh yeah.
Bit on honeys. All right, number
That's-
2. The X. No, wait. The first one was the X.
This
This
is
is a
This is the
oh.
Planet Zero.
yeah.
Strict. Oh,
Wow. Oh,
what was that right before the finish?
That's so good.
That is kind of a bit of honey or a is it Werther's? Those little caramel candies.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I definitely get wood on that, though.
It is woody.
There's a woody astringency.
He said wood.
He got wood.
Sorry.
No, there is definitely like a wood note. It's
Yeah.
oaky. It's
It's not as sweet. The honey's
but
there. It's a
I
dark
like
honey.
it.
Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah,
Still-
I probably
it's still
made
some of
this
that-
too complicated.
That raisin.
I wanted to like
It's still coming
remove
through.
any prejudices with like a 1, 2, 3 ABC. So I kind of went with the PlayStation symbols. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
some of the people in or I don't know if it was Whiskey Tribe or KC Whiskey group Whiskey Guild, stupid whiskey. But yeah, they said something about PlayStation symbols on there.
yeah. All right.
Some now and now I forget.
I'm a weapon of mass distraction. I do that a lot.
I'm guessing on this one. O. We are hovering right around that 100 range.
Okay.
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 Are you writing
so.
down your guesses
palates
for the
have been
fruit? Because that
so-
will be in.
No, I got them earlier
Palates
because we went
have
through
been
the first
burned for
time.
so
Okay.
long. Like
What did I say on the first one?
You said around 90 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the first time through on the nose, you went.
I said 80. You said 90.
You said O was the highest, triangle was the second, and X was the third proof from high to low. Yeah.
It could be 100 proof from a honey whiskey. That's something. Or
cheers.
They're all straight bourbon whiskey, you said?
They are.
Yes, sir.
Straight Kentucky.
Straight Kentucky.
Kentucky straight.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
All right.
Ooh, that one's opened up.
Yeah, it has.
Wow, these
This is more like a whiskey.
Yeah, that one I'm definitely getting just a regular bourbon. The honey on the nose kind of falls off on the palate for me.
Faint.
It's got caramel.
It's still there.
It's there, but it's very light.
Okay. So
I'm not picking up any citrus, but there's apple on it for me.
So I'm going to get to the palate here in a second, but that first one, I'm bumping it to 94. This one, I'm keeping it at 100, and I think this is 90.
This dude.
Okay.
He went from 90 to 94.
Yeah.
And all right, what were you thinking about this one?
This is just smooth.
It is.
That custardy pudding kind of a
really
smoothness.
is, yeah.
This one for me is the most traditional bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The honey kind of fell off on it, but it's still
I like
a great
that.
sip. Yeah. Not too sweet.
I need to go back to them, but I'd be curious to think about while you're drinking these, how much you would pay for these.
Okay. A question. Do we have any age statements on any of these?
Yeah, so do you want to go ahead and rank them, and then we'll reveal the bottles, and we can come back through and sip them again and judge them?
There are age statements, but I don't want to say that just yet.
Okay.
We haven't talked about what's on the finish on any of these.
It's definitely a lingering finish. I mean,
all three have a lingering finish.
Yeah. And I think that is that honey. I mean, that honey lingers all the way through. That middle one had the most oakiness, wood.
Yeah. I think the third one, the finish was pretty quick on it, but great
dry.
finish still. A little dry, yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think everything on the palate carries over to the finish, and I thought all three of the finishes were lingering.
Yeah.
All right, I know my ranking.
I think I do too.
Do you know your ranking? Speed round tonight, guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to hurry. I work slow, but I'm thorough.
Yeah.
So it just takes me a while to do.
Well, I'm anxious to reveal, and I figure during the reveal, you'll have time to nose and sip some more.
It's probably some shit that they pulled out of their kitchen cabinet.
No.
We made it in the bathtub.
Made this in a
Mad scientist.
made this in an oak Clorox
Bathtub.
An empty Clorox bottle with oak strips.
In Tennessee.
In Tennessee. Intimacy.
Aged in the sun sphere.
Yeah.
In the what?
The sun sphere.
The sun sphere.
What would that be? You just go up to the top of the sun sphere and it's just a big
Barrel
of bourbon.
That'd be funny.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I need to buy another
was
set
number
of those taster flight thingies because they're so cool.
And like I've told you multiple times, I've literally had like that in my cart and on my radar for at least 2 years, probably closer to 3.5, 4 years. And actually,
It was a great gift that we immediately turned around and shipped
We
back.
did.
I like the finish on this second one because it bites. It's got, like on the very end when it leaves you, it's got a little bit of a bite to it, the proof bite that I want from a bourbon, from a whiskey.
all right, I'm good.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so do you have one that you're knocking out first? Do you have a third place one yet?
A third place one.
I do not. I'm still ranking my second one.
Yes, my third place one actually is in the middle.
Really? Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's. Should we go ahead and my overall on this one is 7.833.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
So not a bad score, but
Oh, yeah.
this is my first.
The first one was your first?
The X. Yep.
The X?
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. I missed. This is my second one. 8.166. And this is my first one with 8 2/3.
Oh, so the triangle was your first.
Triangle is my first.
Okay.
I thought X was first.
I thought it was too, but it's not.
This is his ranking.
That's his ranking.
Oh, sorry.
Stupid whiskey.
I don't even blame it on the
It
whiskey.
works now.
I was ear hustling, but then I was actually trying to focus on what I'm trying to do, but still overhearing things. And I'm like, what are they even talking about? No, the first one was this one. What are we?
So real
You told
quick.
me I was mixed up. You're mixed up.
So real quick before we get into it, though, yeah. So the set that we're talking about is it oaked and or
Aged in ore.
Aged in
Yeah.
ore. They have this whiskey flight that comes with 4 of these bottles that hold 2.5.
3 ounce.
That's
A little
Yeah.
over 2 ounces.
Yeah, you could probably get just shy of 3 ounces in there.
That's triangle, right?
It's got the measurements. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the measurements on one side. It's clear. You can see through. It's wrapped in a silicone little condom to help protect it. And then, a nice sealed top on there
Is it ribbed?
for her pleasure.
Family show.
Family show. And then it comes with this cool carrying case that is nice velveteen lined, so it's keeps them safe. And then it comes with these cool little chalk markers, so you can mark on the side of it.
And these are not available in the savorthebourbon.com/shop, right?
They are
They
not.
should be.
Yeah, we do have something available, something like this available, don't we? I thought we did.
No.
By the time the show's posted, you will have something like that available.
But yeah. So yeah, Kate and I gifted, this was part of their Christmas gift. And like I said, yeah, this has been on my radar for a long time. I haven't just gotten around to purchasing one for myself. So seeing them in person, and that I'm probably going to order one here really soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My phone said something, but I was leaning forward to see what all it was saying. Yeah, I'm gonna get one
I don't
of
know. I
these.
think it's kind of funny.
It's behind it.
I don't know. As far as finishes go,
First, second, third.
Got it.
What do you got?
I'll have to let the math decide when I get my third one. But like as far as finishes go, this would be first, second, and then third.
Okay.
I think. No. Yeah. Which one had the orange flower, honey? This one. Yeah. This is the most bourbony.
Yeah.
True to
Yeah.
bourbon. Honey finished one that we've tried tonight, and I think that's why I like it the most.
Yeah.
So yeah, one. I don't know. I love them all for different reasons. 'Cause the middle one tasted like mead, and I love mead.
Right.
Yeah.
There was something,
The finish is so lingering, and I love this one.
and it wasn't necessarily anything that was off-putting or anything, but there's something on the nose that I can't quite grasp what it is, and I'm not. That's
On which
the
one?
second?
On the second one. Yeah.
on the second one.
It will be revealed.
I think you'll get it once we reveal it.
Probably like I don't. It almost has like not elderflower, but elderberry. That's one of those deep kind of raisiny kind of tastes. But anyway,
All right. Well, what did
what did Jonathan?
I'm adding my math on the last one. I told you I work slow, but I'm thorough, and I have to hyperanalyze everything. I'm sorry.
Spitfire.
bam.
Hey, I can unplug your mouth.
I can unplug yours.
Yeah, she just hits mute.
Hang up. By the way, that's a lovely bar behind you. By the way,
Thank you.
it
We are enjoying it.
Yeah.
you're already full. What are you gonna do?
We are full.
Oh, there's plenty of counter space.
Okay.
Well,
and there's a whole nother wall.
There is a Lazy Susan that's completely full too. And the overflow is upstairs.
You do what you got to do.
Girl, same.
Or what do you call it?
Jennifer's
The
starting to
bunker?
freak out
bunker.
about my whiskey collection. But like every week I come home with another 2 bottles. It's a problem.
And how many times have you had to throw me underneath the bus to get out of trouble? You should see Wayne's house.
No, I don't even bring your name. You think this is bad? You should. No, I don't even.
Not only do you have your open bottle, you got to have the air and the spare, just like royalty, right?
Air in the spare. I like that.
The air and the spare.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means, but I'm gonna write that down.
Air. That's the bottle you've opened. Spare.
No. So, like, if you're the king, right, and you want to continue the royalty line,
You leave one to your air.
you leave it to the air. But if the air gets taken out in battle or poisoned or whatever, you got the spare. So you keep that name, that lineage going. So you got to have 3 bottles, right? You got to have your open one, the heir to the throne, and the spare to the heir.
Well,
Nerd.
so when I came back from our trip this last summer, I had that extra bottle of Buffalo Trace, and my boss, who is
Oh yeah.
he loves Buffalo Trace, and just on I thought there's no way in hell he's going to go for this, but I was just like, I'll gladly trade you an extra Buffalo Trace for an Eagle Rare, because I at that point I hadn't had an Eagle Rare, so I was aiming for my first Eagle Rare, and without even thinking twice about it, he goes, "All right,
Wow.
wait, what?"
That is a nice trade.
And so so I brought it. I mean, the MSRP is just less than $10 difference between the two. But anyway, so I brought it in. We did the swap, and he made some comment about I like to keep 10 bottles of each on hand.
We had a case of
Cereal
Eagle
grains on that
Rare.
nose.
Yep.
Cereal grains? Which one?
On O, the second one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh.
So these last few weeks, more so than previous ones, we have really started kind of after we're done, after our Glencairn glass specifically is empty, and we've talked and all that, we've started going back to the glass, because
Oh yeah.
the empty glass, once it's done and once it's had time to air a little bit, it gives a whole lot more than it does up front.
Does that smell like asparagus?
Ooh, I hope not.
That's not asparagus.
What is that?
I don't know.
It smells like asparagus.
Lima bean?
Lima beans. Baked under the broiler with lemon squeezed over the top and pepper.
Hey, what are your numbers?
All right, numbers. Let's get into numbers. Did Faith and Tim join us on the numbers?
Not on the numbers. We have our first, second, third.
First, second, third. All right. So is that how we want to do it, or do we want to do numbers?
Let's start with our first one. As I said, my first one was Triangle, our third tasting. That's my first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Triangle for me came in first.
Okay.
Okay. What
How about you guys?
So my first was O.
My first is O also.
Okay. And just so everybody's clear here, these are all individual tastings. Like my first is not always going to be W2s. In fact, if you watch this for any length of time, you know it's never the same.
It was today, though.
It was
today.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't say it's never been the same. And this is our first blind, so I guess it's always the same. Our first is always the same. So and everybody's an individual, so we're not all going to agree. And that's why there's so many different. There's such a wide variety of a wide array of different options available: whiskeys, bourbons, scotches. Some people like gin and rum and tequila. Different things. All right, so my number one. Backtracking real quick. Number one came in at 8.83. What was yours?
8.66.
Okay.
Cool. Wow.
So my second is O or 0.
Okay.
At number 2, I came in at 8.33.
My number 2 was X, and it came in at 8.166.
8.166. And so that leaves us with our number 3.
Wait, what's their number 2?
Oh, sorry.
So my number 2 was your number 1, the triangle.
Okay.
And my number 2 was the X, the really honey forward one.
Number 2. Yep. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm picking up that orange blossom of that honeycomb.
I picked up. So, all right, on nose, and that was on X, the first one. Yeah. All right, and so that leaves me with number 3, coming in at third at 8.16
which is your X?
Was X, yeah.
Okay. My number 3 was obviously process elimination O, and that came in at 7.833.
Those are really great scores.
Yeah. So my number 3 ended up being the triangle.
And
great pour, but yeah. All right, you guys ready to see what we drank tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, so we'll start.
Wait, first of all,
are they going to pull out some Jim Beam on us?
Wouldn't that be funny? No, do you have a guess of like price range for
you know what? I didn't even think price range. I'm so bad at guessing weight.
Yeah, I mean, we'll tell you.
Yeah.
Price range. I'm so awful at guessing that stuff.
Yeah.
It's because I don't know that I agree with these prices, but they're what we paid. So we'll just tell you what it is.
We'll talk. You think, and let us know when you're ready.
Well, you guys have the envelopes.
We do have the envelopes. All right. Do you have an idea on price range? I do not.
I don't. My gut's telling me everything here is in that $40 to $60
40
window.
to 60. Okay. All right. Okay. I'd say.
But that's a broad range.
I'd say 40 to 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it.
Your first was the triangle, right?
I don't remember, man. This fucking whiskey's got me fucking tipsy. I actually just accidentally ripped off a page. Yeah, triangle was first.
All right, so triangle first? Is that okay?
Triangle first.
All right. The Bourbon Rabbi. Oh, look at that, $60. Oh, 100 proof. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was the low man on the totem pole. All right. Bottled by American Bourbon Company, Shelbyville, Kentucky. Synthetic cork, 2 years. Age statement.
So the Bourbon Rabbi surprised me because they're all a 2-year age statement, and they drink older to me than 2 years.
Very much so.
All 3 are 2 years? Is it 2 years?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Of this offering.
See, you sent us a picture of the bottle.
You fooled me on that first picture. Now turn it sideways.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like a flask style bottle.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so if you were to put it on the shelf,
it takes up less space.
It takes up less space. You got the logo on the end.
Wow,
the sides are kind of.
I like that. Oh, is it single?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
That's why it's 100 proof.
Yeah. So the Bourbon Rabbi is actually kind of cool. He is the guy that goes around to the different distilleries and certifies the bourbon kosher. So sometimes you'll see kosher bourbons, like a kosher Buffalo Trace.
I was gonna say, the Hancock from Buffalo Trace is a kosher.
So he's one of the guys that goes around and certifies if bourbon is kosher or not. And he decided that he would start making his own.
Well, no, what he started doing was he was giving tours and tastings.
That's right.
And in order to do the tastings, he wanted his own supply. So as he was going and certifying things as kosher, he was picking single barrels while he was at all these different distilleries. So these are his single barrels that he's picked from various places and brought back for people.
Modus operandi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so quick story. This is throwing my girlfriend under the bus. She thought MO, like modus operandi, was, she always thought people were saying that's his ammo. AMMO. Right, so like maybe less than 6 months ago, I explained it to her and I was like, no, that's not what that is. And so she said,
his ammo.
Yeah, that's his ammo.
That's his ammo.
What in the blue fuck are you talking about? But whatever. I had a laugh at her expense.
That's funny.
That doesn't always happen
Great.
where I laugh at her. Usually I laugh with her. So I'm still paying for that one. But yeah, we watch. We've been trying to watch The Blacklist lately. If you're familiar with that show,
Love that show.
yeah, Raymond Reddington and all the things.
Yep.
So like somebody said something about that's his modus operandi.
We still have the last season to watch.
Okay, we're far from it. So actually, Elizabeth Keene has just been shown to be still alive after her wedding fucking shootout.
Okay.
So then now she's fucking disappeared. Found out her dad is some guy, and it's not Raymond Reddington. Whatever. So they're bored with it. Whatever. Anyway, so somebody said modus operandi, and I turned slowly and I looked at her. And she was not having it. She's like, "That's his ammo." I'm like, "Ah!"
So now that we've started here, let's just move all the way across.
All right. So next is O.
Go to O.
All right.
O. I had a 8.33. You had a what?
I had a 7.833. This was
7.8.
this was my low man. All right. So O is short barrel Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in honey cask, double barrel toasted, and it's a single barrel. Bruzel has these in his store right now.
Yes.
Bruzel has a store.
He
He doesn't have these in his store.
He's got several of these as barrel picks,
So,
but not this one.
yeah, not this one.
Okay, so he's done multiple barrel picks, not just the one that he just posted.
If you click on that link, he's got like 10 different bottles in his store.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be?
Look at that!
Such a big deal. Wow.
Look at that
is
topper.
cool.
The little honey.
All right, and
Look, there it is.
You're gonna post these on the
Yes.
as we talk.
Yeah, I'll email them to you.
So that topper has the little honey wand.
5.1 years, 7-month finish.
Okay.
Age 5.1 years, 7-month finish. So does that mean it's a 5-year?
This one's a
Bourbon.
little weird because it was a store pick, but they started with a blend from Bardstown Bourbon Company and from Green River, which I guess is kind of the same place now.
That is really cool.
And then they
half of it got the
it went into a toasted barrel. It went into a honey barrel. It had multiple finishes on it.
How did you get
so
that
I think
open?
that's where you were getting that different nose is because of that toasted barrel.
Toasted and honey finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was aged 2 times, well, 3 times, I guess, but
Wow. That's cool.
And then this was
We both
the
wowed.
highest group.
We wowed at the same time.
whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Look how cloudy that is.
Yeah, and if you don't agitate it from now and again, that honey's settle into the bottom.
When I got here and I looked at our number 2 glasses, I was like, mine's cloudy and his isn't.
Well, and
Yeah.
WTF is going on?
clearly they do a non-chilled filter.
Yeah.
So
I'm all about that. What was the proof is 114?
Yeah.
It doesn't drink like
Doesn't
100
drink
proof.
it does not drink like 114. But I
No,
said
not at all.
this was my 100 proof that I said. So I
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
were
would have
close,
never
though.
guessed that's 100 proof.
Yeah.
Ever.
I think
This is all.
I think I was pulling just a little bit of that ethanol kind of proof mixed in there with
So
everything
on the
else.
nose, we said grape and raisin honey. It's a light honey with sourdough and cereal. And here it says on the tasting notes that Faith and Tim provided us here, honey dominates the nose and it won't fade away. Deep notes of caramel. Neither one of us said caramel, and we
Yeah,
said it was
sure.
a light honey. Wild, and that's the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the middle.
Whatever. Mouth. Oh, sweet honey, buttery popcorn. Neither one of us said popcorn. We said bit of honey.
Yeah.
Cinnamon spice. Oh, bit of honey right here.
Yeah, and
Candy.
I didn't even
You said
remember
candy
that.
right off the bat, Faith, and feels like candy-like feel that keeps going, coating your mouth with a honey roasted cashew. I don't think I've ever had honey roasted cashews. That sounds really good.
It does sound good.
But we said bit of honey, caramel, woody. Tim said woody. Dark honey raisin or dark honey. Tim said, and raisin. You and I both said, and then all that carried over to the finish. But this doesn't have finish notes on it. But that's a very cool bottle. So
This is
that's
also
cool.
the most we've ever spent on a bottle.
What was the 109? Wow.
109. Wow.
So we were driving back from Atlanta, and there was this little liquor store in Cleveland, Tennessee that we pulled off at, and the number of store picks they had there was incredible. And the owner of the store was a really great guy, and he's like, "You got to try this. You got to try this. You got to try this."
They let us taste everything.
This is a store pick?
This is a store pick, yeah.
Okay.
So
next page.
Oh, okay.
I think his plan worked because he got us good and liquored up, and I like this bottle just spoke to me, and I said, "I'm getting it." We rang it out, put it in the car, hit the road, and drove back
Lubricate
home.
these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got back to the house. We're like,
get her liquored up and liquored down.
That's
what you do.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pay for that the honey dipper and the extra sticker you get over here.
Oh, is that what you call it, the honey dipper?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, grab your. We can't. We'll send you a picture of there was a different sticker on the back that we peeled off, and we'll send you a picture of it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The store pick sticker.
So that leaves one left, and that is X.
X marks the spot.
Is it X or is it triangle?
Nope, it's X.
X.
It is X.
Casey Jones, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in honey barrels, small batch.
And you were almost spot on with that proof, Wayne.
97.9. I said 94.
You said 94. It's pretty close.
What, 97.9?
Comes in at $49.99 for a $3.75. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little boy.
Got a composite cork, no age statement. Distilled in Kentucky, aged and bottled by Casey Jones Distillery, Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Aged and bottled. So that means maybe, just maybe, it was
MGP.
No. Well, this one's distilled in Kentucky, so it's probably Barton.
It probably is Barton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Casey Jones Double Gold Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in used honey barrels, gives a smooth taste of bourbon with sweetness of honey and a new sting of spice.
So that was one of the places that we stopped at our last trip back to St. Louis. And
the
there
bottle
wasn't
looks
much
more like a
information
What's all the
on it.
buzz about?
Buzz.
The buzz.
The booze.
The honey was really good. We got to try the honey that was in the barrel before the bourbon went into it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was
That's
really
cool.
good.
Yeah.
So that was X. All right.
Yeah, I'm listening. I was looking for tasting notes, but it says right here, no tasting notes listed.
None.
Yeah, their webpage didn't have much going on. They're a pretty small distillery, but their webpage didn't have much either.
That's great. That's great. I love small distilleries. I love because I love small business.
That's a great taste for a small distillery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a great nose. Like it gets more floral the more it sits out and it stays open.
That's what I don't like about it. This smells like clover honey to me, and I don't like clover honey.
Wow.
Yes.
And it's just like that.
I'm sorry, W2. I don't think she and I can be friends. She doesn't like clover honey.
I don't. Have you had sourwood honey? Because that's my favorite.
I've never heard of sourwood honey.
Well, this
He
was finished in a
"Tell me
sourwood
more."
honey barrel.
Please tell me.
Well, come to the mountains of Appalachia.
Yeah, Appalachia. Yeah, you're gonna see me like Pepe Le Pew, floating along, smelling the delicious. Okay, talk to me about it. What is it?
Well, it's honey from sourwood.
What the hell is sourwood? I don't know what is sourwood.
You know, the bees kind of do their thing on
She
sourwood
has no
flowers.
idea.
What's sourwood?
I
I
don't
just asked
know.
her. She has no idea.
It's a tree, right?
He's Googling
I don't
it
know.
right now. Look at Tim. He's Googling it. It's a tree,
It's a
right?
tree.
It is a tree.
It's a tree, apparently.
Okay. Okay.
It's delicious honey.
It is most common in the lower chain of the Appalachian Mountains, which is right
Yours
where we're
almost
at.
hits like a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Hang on. The what? The apple what?
Appalachian.
Appalachian. Not the Appalachian?
No.
The Appalachian.
I'm going to throw an Appalachia.
Okay. Throw an Appalachia. Appalachian.
Appalachia.
I've never heard it Appalachia. I've heard it Appalachian
Nope.
and Appalachian, but not Appalachia.
Well, it's
Appalachian.
Appalachian.
Appalachia. It's the Appalachian Mountains. Yeah,
Say Appalachian, and I'll throw an Appalachia.
that's right.
Apple.
Fair enough.
I think I've had too
Vegas.
much honey whiskey.
Hey,
Anyway,
we get all kinds of crazy down here in Knox Vegas.
Knox
Y'all
Vegas.
know.
Vegas. What happens in Knox Vegas stays in Appalachia. Appalachia. They're doing the Keith Urban thing.
well, did you like these?
Yeah, I
Loved
definitely did. I accidentally smacked my microphone. I did. Oh, here comes the culprit. What you can't see off camera is Ozzy just stepped in. Oh no, he's going into the doom box.
He's about to give us another nose.
Oh
Nice.
no, party foul.
Quick, I need to finish this.
Right.
I had to go wake up Claudine because she was over here snoring. Sweet little kitty.
That was good.
X is delicious. Which one do you just do?
Oh, that was
Triangle?
my triangle. Triangle was
Yeah, triangle.
Yeah, Triangle, the
It's
bourbon
opened up.
rabbi, as it's been sitting here and
Yeah.
opening up, it's gotten better and better.
I was a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
nervous about it. The first pour off of it after we brought it home,
Look at him down there concentrating,
it's opened up a lot since we.
squinting like a 4-year-old. You're talking whiskey. We're talking a cat that's busy in the box.
Hey, I get it. I love kitties.
Yeah, you get it. We're gonna fucking get it here in a minute.
Oh,
and there it is.
Yep.
With sound
He's
effects.
covering
Yeah.
it up. We haven't talked about the Whiskey Guild and
oh yeah.
fucking Whiskey Tribe.
So earlier today, Jonathan posted a picture that I took of these
the three bottles.
Oh, cool.
and just asked the question, hey, these are Kentucky straight bourbons finished in honey barrels. What does everybody think these might be?
Okay.
And just
cool.
just to kind of see what things people would throw out there.
Yeah.
That look.
I don't understand. So, Michael, thank you for commenting. Thank you, everybody that comments on these things. If you're not a part of the Whiskey Tribe Facebook group, go find it and
Yeah.
join it, because I post there once a week. Once every
At least,
2
yeah.
weeks sometimes, because sometimes we skip a week with recording. But I'll always post a bottle or 3 bottles, or these 3 tasters that we got, blind tasters that we got tonight, and we'll I'll ask, like, what are your thoughts on this, and like, has any, like, on this one I said doing a blind tasting tonight, and the theme is Kentucky straight bourbon finished in honey barrels. Any guesses what they sent us? I don't understand what Michael says here, but he says love the aged and or gear.
Oh,
well,
that would be this.
Oh,
The age and ore.
thank you, Michael. I totally knew what
yeah.
you were talking about.
That would be the actual bottles.
yeah.
Let's see. That 4th bottle should have a square.
We didn't have a 4th honey barrel.
Not sure if you can see
Right.
that or not, but yeah.
Now the 4th one is actually right here. It is a Fiddler Toasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preston says, I'm guessing they sent you whiskey.
Rah, rah.
With a thumbs up and a winky smiley face with a tongue out. But what does that look like?
Nailed it.
Yeah. Nailed it. That's awful. Michael says,
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, at least I got the reference.
So that's great on Whiskey Tribe. So let's see what everybody said here on the Kansas City Whiskey Guild. All comments.
Come on, locals.
Brian says PlayStation 6? 2 question marks. Bert says short barrel bee's knees is the only one that comes to mind.
Well, that
That was it.
Is that
was
bee's
the second
knees?
one.
That was it.
All right. That's one.
It was the Bee's Knees 3. It's a yearly batch that they come out with. And like I said, this one would happen to be the store pick. But yeah, short barrel Bee's Knees 3.
The bee's knees
okay.
3.
All right. What?
Yeah.
Right on, Michael.
Excellent guess.
Michael got it. Yeah, I didn't write that down. I just got short barrel Kentucky straight, but bees.
Knees 3.
That's awesome. Bees knees 3.
Yeah, I guess I didn't write that on
that
your
was
write-up,
O,
but it
that
is
was
on
O,
the
right?
bottle.
That was O.
Yeah. Yes.
And Art says Squid Games, which is what I thought immediately. I'm like, oh no, oh no, we're getting squiz gamed.
Who will be eliminated?
I'm telling you, these Glencairn glasses after the fact
After they're empty and kind of semi-dry.
has such a strong nose to them. And yes, that the X, the Casey Jones, that is
Man.
clove honey all day long.
It is.
It is.
Oh, it's like Santa Caligon funnel cake.
Ooh. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see some funnel cake. I was gonna say shortbread.
Shortbread.
Yeah.
Put a little behind my ear.
What?
Perfume.
Oh,
Perfect.
you don't want that. And Tim, you don't want that. If I smell funnel cake, my eyes dilate and I zero in. You don't want that. I told you I have a sweet tooth. And the after notes on Triangle here. What was Triangle? Bourbon Rabbi. It just smells like whiskey with honey in it.
Yeah.
It does.
And
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yep.
I think that's why I liked it the most, because it was true
Yeah.
to its form. Because
Right.
I don't know, classist is the wrong word to term, but like uppity, snooty, whatever, when it comes to gimmick whiskey.
Yeah.
You can, just about anything that, name a gimmick whiskey company.
Curveball.
Curveball.
Okay,
Screwball.
Fireball.
Fucking Fireball. The,
Jim
looking for the
Beam's flavors.
Old Smoky. Or
The Devil's
Sugarland Shine Company, right? Like their market is basically centered on all their gimmick whiskeys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get, they're fun, they're whatever, but I'm just really not into those for the most part.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because
Yeah.
I'm looking for something that's kind of true to its form and has really kind of something to say for itself. So when I get to this one, the Triangle, which was Bourbon Rabbi,
Yeah.
thank you. It really sings the song of a true whiskey, of a true bourbon aged a little bit at least in some honey
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
honey
I
barrels.
agree.
And to me that's what I really like.
And which one of
Yeah.
these did you say you got a chance to actually taste the honey that was in the barrel?
The Casey Jones.
Casey
Well,
Jones.
and the
Well,
bourbon.
and the Bourbon Rabbi.
Okay.
So is there
both.
another envelope in the
There's
package?
another envelope.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
I didn't know anything about it.
Extra little treat for after blind.
Okay.
Let's see what we have here.
We have a bottle, saran wrapped in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, good luck opening that.
Yeah, I don't have my
not
knife on
want
me.
this to get damaged.
I'm
Well,
not
it
at
didn't
work.
leak.
I'm not
I
at
didn't
work, so
want
I
it
don't
to
have my
spill.
knife on me.
Did you send the whole roll of cellophane? Like,
You hold that
Yeah.
end. I'll unroll this end.
Help!
Teamwork makes the dream work.
you guys didn't know you were going to be an unboxing video channel too.
That's cool. I'll do it. Actually, yeah, we did, because we unbox everything we drink. Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. So what do we have here? Oh, that's the honey.
Which honey?
The Bourbon Rabbi.
Bourbon Rabbi honey. Okay.
So let me give you a warning. That is,
Thin.
it's Bourbon Rabbi bourbon and honey. It's not something you're going to want to put on your toast.
But it would probably be good in an old fashioned.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Bourbon Rabbi whiskey and honey, so it's a mix.
Well, no, that's just the,
That's
that's
the
the honey that they dumped out of the barrel. Yeah.
Cheers, sir.
After the honey has been, so
Barrel
it ages. The Bourbon Rabbi Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey ages in a honey barrel, and then they put honey back in it, or
No.
No.
So
they
the,
age.
They age honey in a bourbon barrel.
Okay.
They take that honey out and sell it, which is what's in that bottle.
Uh-huh.
Look at those legs.
And then when the honey is out of that barrel, they put bourbon back into it to finish it and age it in a honey barrel.
So that's the honey.
Those legs are chunky.
Yeah.
So that's honey.
That's honey.
It's like I like my goth shit.
He's just shooting the
They're
honey.
just shooting honey.
They're just shooting honey. Yeah.
I'm going to snort it.
So that's barrel aged honey for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like it.
I don't think it's an everyday honey.
This is a
I
honey
think
with a
it's-
proof, though, right?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean,
No.
Just say it on the bottle.
no, I mean,
No, I mean,
Bourbon
it's just...
Rabbi, barrel aged honey. Nope. No info. No age
All right.
statement.
No proof.
Yeah, that's very tasty.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.
Yes. That is tasty. Wow. I'm going to take that out for crab rangoons and see what's what.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Z-snap. Get pregnant, motherfucker. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Savor the Burn podcast as we did a blind tasting of 3 separate Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskeys. We ended up finding out that they are the short barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey, finished in honey casks, double barrel toasted, single barrel. That was letter 0, letter O. Letter 0? That's
We know what you meant.
That's my Raytown education, my Sugar Creek DNA kicking in here.
Yes.
The Casey Jones Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in honey barrels, small batch, which is very cool. So, sometimes they say small batch, and I wonder just how small was the batch.
Yeah.
How many barrels did they get out of this batch? Because I think everybody's small batch is different from everybody else's small batch.
sure.
We also tried the Bourbon Rabbi Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in honey barrels, also a single barrel.
Single barrel.
And we got to try the honey that was aged in those ex-Bourbon Rabbi barrels.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got that right.
You got
Yes.
it. You got it.
I don't always get it right because sometimes whiskey brain kicks in.
Yeah.
And I don't think so good. So that is that. So if you're interested in honey tinged, flavored, aged bourbons, definitely check these out if you're in that area, because if I'm not mistaken, Faith and Timothy said that these guys are location specific. So you may not be able to find this in, I don't know, New Jersey or Montana
Or Kansas City.
or Kansas City for that matter. So if
Not
you're,
sure.
so if you're
Don't
in
know.
Bubbles in Kansas City and can't find it, that's why. It's a local. It's kind of like Junction 35. You're not going to find it unless you're in
Right.
the Pigeon
Right.
Forge,
Our neck
Gatlinburg
of the
area, respectively. So
Sourwoods.
their woods, because that's where they live, and they go on these fabulous vacations and their honeymoons, or not honeymoons, but anniversary vacations or whatever, and they're doing the Bourbon Trail. Hashtag jealous. I say it with derision because I'm jealous, and pretty much.
Yeah.
So thank you
Well, you
guys.
should come along.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
just like
coming
we told
along on your
Chandler.
on your anniversary vacation.
Hey,
Thank you.
field
I appreciate
trip.
the invite, but I'm not sleeping on the couch while you guys are doing boo. Not freaking y'all doing it. I'm not doing it. So
Nobody said anything about that.
right, but I'm
we can
thinking
drink
it. And I
bourbon
don't want to be a
together.
part of it. Well, I don't know. Tim with that slick head, and then he's got the beard
Yeah.
going on. Hi.
You know, hey.
Yeah, and I can't say anything about Faith because, I'll get punched in the mouth. So I'll just keep my mouth shut. So thank you for joining us on this episode of Savor the Burn. Do you have any final closing thoughts?
These were great. These were,
I agree.
and all 3 of them were very unique.
Yeah, and what a fun experience.
Yeah.
We haven't done a blind before. We talked about doing a blind. Miss Katie has threatened to do a blind. Just pick random 3 bottles and make us try them and see what we think. But this time, it actually happened. Anything to
New
add?
year, new show. You're
Yes.
professionals now. You've got that 1 year under your belt. You've moved to video. Now it's time to move to
consider myself an
blinds.
enthusiast. My palate is definitely not refined, or it's developing. It's not developed.
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess we'll have to keep going.
W2's closer to that mark than I am for sure. Because I got stuck on Jim Beam White Label for years. But
I still got more practice I want to do.
yeah,
You
girl.
like what you like. It's fine.
Girl, same. So, if you want to continue to be part of this journey, definitely follow us along on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. TikTok, we're on there too. Timothy and Face, definitely not. Don't even bother looking them up.
No,
Nah.
they don't let us have that kind of stuff out here.
Yeah, we also have our individual socials. You can look us up, Jonathan Hassler or Jazzy Zig, and Wayne Wilkes or
W213.
What?
W213. WTWO.
Yeah, WTWO 13. We've never brought that up, so I thought maybe I'd bring that up. So definitely check that out if you want to. If you have a honey bourbon that you want us to maybe think of, or maybe even just a plain old delicious honey that you want us to check out, that you want me to check out, please send me an email, Jonathan at savorthebourbon.com. If it's a honey bourbon, send us both an email, a combined info at savorthebourbon.com email. Or if you want him to tell me to shut up, definitely send that to W2 at savorthebourbon.com. We look forward to your input. If you have it, if not, definitely shut your mouth or change your mind. But no matter what you're drinking, or who you're drinking it with, or where you're drinking it, if it's Savor the Burn Studios or Tennessee,
Knox Vegas.
Knox Vegas, wherever the hell you are, never forget, dear listener, keep
on burning.
And